What happened with the scrims?
Mm-hmm.
What happened with the scrims earlier?
The scrims. Well, we got these scrims made, and our driver had parked right up next to this part of one of the canals in Amsterdam, and I went to go to the bay to pull the scrims out, and I hoisted them up over my shoulder, and right then an integral piece of the scrim flew right into the canal. This thing had been such a pain in the ass, having dealt with the company that made them and all the stuff leading up to it. I was at my wit's end with these fucking scrims, and they were just totally a pain in my ass the whole time.
Sam's orange. Cool, thank you. Would you be able to bring this to the side, or do we need to come back here? Pass him around.
The little guy, no. The set.
Oh, looks like it's the two of us.
That's him?
Pass him down. Pass him around.
Wow.
Quality ain't the game, yeah?
Okay, yeah. Dude, I have that soundtrack.
I think it's one of the best cattle show. Like 2 seconds and I have to be done.
Oh, so that's what that was for.
Think this is a game? Damn it. We don't do encores. Why are they?
How was that? Okay, look at one of these guys on that.
Fuck these things!
Fuck it! Fucking no!
I was already in the shower. Where's Josh?
I don't know. Where's Josh?
I was already in the shower.
What?
You guys really want another one? God damn! I was literally naked 2 seconds ago.
And me and Paul are small.
Getting a falafel wrap. And some chips. I'm imitating Paul, but thank you.
Get some chips, what? Oh, falafel.
Smell awful.
Smell asshole.
Smell asshole. Small asshole.
Who, that guy?
Tonight!
The difference between clean vocals, traditional clean vocals, which I see a lot of people saying like a lot of people call it clean vocals, you know, this stuff I've been doing, I guess, this weird shit since the last few records or whatever, that they're not clean vocals. It's clean-ish. It sounds clean because of the barrage of intensity that's behind it or accompanied with it. You take a song like A Living, Breathing Piece of Defecating Meat, and clean vocals would be a living, breathing piece of defecating meat, or something like that. When really, what I'm doing is a living, breathing piece of defecating meat, or something ridiculous like that, I guess you could say. So, they're not clean. Now you know the difference, fuckers.
It's hard to warm up when you never cool down.
Glasgow, about to get tattooed today. Fucking down.
Make me nervous, son.
Bennett? Perfect.
Fucking down.
I thought we had something, Stefan. You and I.
Hello, my name is Stefano, and I'm Cattle Decapitation soundman, and I'm fucking down.
It's pathetic. But this is extreme metal. And this is what we do to get by. You know why? Because it's brutal. This isn't really that brutal, but it is what it is.
Check this out, bro. So, I wear glasses and shit. So when I'm on stage, I'm your sign.
Not bad.
So,
Let's see.
crowd to the front of the barricade. Stage.
Oh.
Right. Stage.
Oh, yeah.
Let's put on some Gore Jones for the more.
Yeah, for the finale.
Welcome to Arnold Schwarzenegger's boyhood home and museum. Here we are at big Arnold Schwarzenegger's boyhood home and museum. He was quoted saying that, don't listen to the naysayers. When people tell you that it can't be done, he loves it because when he is the first one to do it, I fucked it up again. Hanging with Big Arnold here. He was quoted as saying there's 24 hours in a day.
I like this right here.
You work 18, sleep 6. Some people say, oh, but I need 8 hours of sleep. He says, well, then I suggest you sleep faster.
So today's venue gave us a canvas to paint on and sign and everything. My buddy Carlos here drew this beauty up, and now we're gonna present it to the club. I think it's probably the best one up here. There's some pretty good ones.
Reject that one.
That one's pretty sick. But no.
Who's the hottest?
Me,
Who's the
me,
hottest?
I did.
Right here.
Where are we right now? Germany?
When you guys were on, know that Damien was with me. We watched your whole show. Really? Reenactment. You're on stage. You know when you do the thing with the bottle and you go. That was fucking.
The Anthropocene extinction has found us primarily touring the States and Europe. So we've been getting a lot of that out of the way, which is good, and what we're used to. But what we've found is a much stronger response than we've ever had in the last, well, pretty much the entirety of the band, but definitely the last 8 years or so.
Definitely seeing crowds getting a lot bigger everywhere we go.
During the mono tour cycle, this was in 2012, late summer, really helped us to kind of, you know, be a lot more established and have that sort of recognition.
It's definitely nice to, you know, have fans show up to our shows like they have in the past and sing along to lyrics.
Our first time when we played in Hungary, people were singing all the lyrics to our songs already, and it just blew my mind. The album had only been out for like 6 months.
You definitely feed off that energy, you know. I mean, I enjoy playing the show whether that element is there or not, but you know, once you feed off the energy of the crowd, it just, I don't know, it just makes you even perform better.
Tour aspirations, definitely want to get to Japan, see Asia. Never been there. It's a big goal for the rest of the guys in the band.
I'd like to hit up India. Not so sure how our band name would go over in parts of that country, but I guess that's something to be seen.
Hopefully some plans for South Africa.
We're actually scheduled to do South Africa, Cape Town, and Johannesburg in February, so that'll be another cool, you know, tick there.
My favorite place so far to tour in the world has pretty much been Australia. So we'll be seeing them soon, next year.
We haven't been able to do a proper South American tour yet, which is in the works.
We went to Iceland on this tour. That was amazing.
Russia would be good too.
Just basically places that we haven't played before where we know that we have fans that want us to come out and perform in front of them. So we're just waiting for those things to kind of come together, and we definitely look forward to new territories.
I think we've always done, you know, a lot of the same places like I was saying, United States, Europe, Canada, Mexico. And I see ourselves probably hitting other territories pretty soon. One of the things we've always been about as a band is reaching as many territories as possible and getting out there to play music. I think that's, you know, the only reason anyone would really put together a band and that is built to go out and tour. Why not, you know, sky's the limit. Why not go as many places as you can?
You know, I mean, we'll see what we have left for this cycle, as we are going to have to start really get seriously into writing the next record in 2018 and the last part of this year, 2017.
We've been going for a couple of years now, and since the record came out, and getting pretty anxious to write new stuff. That's the thing, is that Anthropocene and Monolith have done for us, I think really ever since Harvest Floor, is it's filled us, each record has filled us with more desire to keep going and more desire to create and do something new or different or outside the realms of what's usually acceptable or deemed acceptable by the consciousness, I guess, of the general public within the realms of extreme music. That's kind of what I personally would like to push, and why there's such things as clean vocals, which they're not clean, but why I would do such a thing in extreme music, or why the guys would write pretty sounding passages or quirky stuff that, you know, is usually not found typically in death metal or whatever. Not that I would call us a death metal band, but we'll see what happens. I'm gonna keep doing weird stuff, keep doing our stuff, keep thinking outside the box, maybe, you know, or maybe create our own box and fuck around in that for a while, I guess.